It's dinosaur truck time once again, and a little gift from Rlaarlo. Inside the box is not one, but two alloy Diff Assembly covers. We're going to get them fitted to the truck that you can see behind me. Welcome to RC Scale Tales. I took part in a little social media competition, and I was one of 5 winners, and Rlaarlo sent me these two fantastic alloy Diff Assembly covers. So let's waste no more time. Let's get them fitted to the truck. Enjoy! So here we go, there's a little close-up look at the part. So this is an alloy differential assembly cover, and these retail at $29.99 plus postage and packing. This is one of 2 that Rlaarlo have sent to me, and I'm going to fit them to the vehicle. Here goes, wish me luck. Well, behind me you can see the Rlaarlo MK07, and guess what? The Diff Assembly covers have now been swapped over with the brand new alloy covers from Rlaarlo. Where's the footage of the actual fitting? Who knows? Bit of a disaster here at RC Scale Tales. I recorded 8 short videos, or so I thought, and I was going to edit them together to show you me actually taking out the old cover and replacing with the new alloy cover. Whatever's happened, whether I filmed the actual process or I've deleted the footage, I do not know, but there's nothing on the hard drive of the camera. So what I'm going to do instead is do a quick overview of the problems that I encountered. Not my usual video from RC Scale Tales, so I can only apologise, but let's have a look at the truck and see what I did. So I started with the rear axle, and what I did first off was I took off the 3D printed hubcap for the wheel, and with the supplied hex wrench, and took off the wheel. These are big 2.6 inch wheels. I did this on both sides, and what I did was I then unscrewed the bolt there to take off the hex, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts to remove the portal gears. In the middle, at the back of the diff, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. This allowed me then to take the diff cover off and the armour on the bottom. Having done all that, I was then able to pull here and on the other side, and this pulled apart the drive shafts away from the diff assembly. Pulling off the cover this way, the diff assembly then came out, and I was able to access the diff assembly using a small 1.5mm hex, and we were able to access the gears and swap over the alloy cover. The front was actually a little bit easier. What I did was I took the hubcap off. I've actually loosened this early just so I could do the video. Took the wheel off on both sides, but I didn't need to do anything with the actual wheel assembly other than loosen this bolt here, the one behind, and again on the other side loosen this bolt here and the one on the other side. This allowed the steering assembly to be pulled apart. I accessed the actual diff assembly the same way, the 4 bolts at the back here of the axle, front cover to come off, and just gently pulling the wheels or the portals either side. This pushed the drive shafts apart, and the Diff Assembly was able to come out. Well, there you go, a very quick overview of the process. Not the video I set out to make this evening, but hopefully you got the gist of the process. The differential assembly covers from Rlaarlo, that they're alloy, and it was a pretty straightforward swap process. A couple of problems at the front of the truck and the rear of the truck was there was a little spring in the axle which allows the switch for the remote diff to move the locking gear backwards and forwards. At the rear of the truck, when I put the axle back together again, this spring locked this gear in place, so the wheels were permanently locked in the locked position. After a bit of frustration, taking it apart and then locating it properly, putting it back, the problem was resolved and the remote locking switch was working as should. At the front, similar sort of problem with the spring is when I was pushing the drive shafts back into the differential, the little spring actually pushed one of the drive shafts slightly to one side, so the drive shaft would not locate properly, so it would not close properly. This was very frustrating and a lot of scratching my head because I could not understand why this was not going back together again. I could see the spring, the drive shaft was going through the spring, but I could not understand why it was not all going back together again. So I took it all apart. You would have seen it on the footage, the lost footage. Located the spring properly, the axle went back together again, and the switch was able to operate as should. Pretty straightforward process. You just need some X drivers. For this one, it is the 2.5, 2 and a 1.5 that covers most things on the Rlaarlo. Also the wheel hex that comes with the Rlaarlo to get the wheels off, and it was pretty straightforward. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. Please comment, let me know what you think of the truck, the hop-up parts, the video, the channel, good or bad. I will reply. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel. That leads me to say we'll catch you on the next RC Scale Tales video. Keep on crawling, keep on trailing, and next time I'll turn the camera on and capture the footage. All the best now. Cheers now. Bye bye.